Mommy. This way.
Ethan?
Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil 7, where we are now in control of Mia Winters. This was another thing that I completely didn't even expect to be in this game. I expected you to play as Ethan. Well, first off, I expected you to only play as Ethan throughout the game. Second off, I did not even fathom that there was going to be a part on a ship like this. This game, it just kept surprising me, like pleasantly surprising me all throughout. And again, I gotta say, this game's really good. I really love this game.
Ethan? Ethan! No! Ethan! Ethan!
That's alright, he got taken away by some goop. You can get him back. But yeah, I think it was, like I said in the very beginning of this, very important for Dead Rising 4 to be as bad as it was. Because at every single point that game disappointed me, and at every single point this game surprised me with how goddamn good it is. And how much, like... I didn't watch very many trailers, but I wouldn't assume that they would have put any of this in any of the trailers. Maybe I'm wrong, but... yeah, every chance they got, they really, really raised the bar with this game. And I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting to like Dead Rising 4 more than this game, and funny how things turn out, because that game is a steaming pile of garbage. Whereas this game is, well, it's really something else. And yeah, I thought, like I said in the last video, I thought that this was going to be the Queen Zenobia, or the Semiramis, or the Dido, the Queen Dido, whichever one didn't blow up. Because I think all of them maybe blew up. But this game was directed by the guy who did Revelations, and I thought that would have been a cool little tie-in. But nope, it's just an independent little boat. Just happens to be directed by the guy who directed Revelations, and there just happens to be another boat in it. This guy loves boats. I don't think you're in any worry of getting attacked by anything here, because I don't think we have... We have the strange bottle you found in your pocket after waking up at the Baker estate. It's probably important. E001. That's the only thing we have in our inventory right now. Which, strangely enough, always makes me feel safer than if I have something in my inventory. Because that usually means that they won't throw any enemies at you. Sure hope there's a save room around here somewhere, because I haven't saved yet. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Is there anything in there? Little cubbies? No.
They're dead. They're all dead. What is it? The engine room. What the fuck are you talking about? She killed them all. Fuck. What the hell is going on? We need some weapons. Is there any weapons on this ship? I don't know, but... Look, let's go this way. Maybe we can get out of here.
And I guess it kind of goes without saying, but at this point, there's no going back to the, like, the Baker house. We are essentially stuck on the ship for as long as the game wants us to be. That's weird. Those pallets are kind of screwing up my movement, and the controls were a little wonky. I would just love to have an Easter egg in here, in any game where you have to crawl through a vent. Like, you just kind of stumble upon Batman from the Arkham games just traveling through vents, or Solid Snake, or something like that. I feel like there's something in this corner. See, I'm not crazy. Checking every square inch of every single video game pays off eventually. And alley-oop. This would be the part in the game that I give up, because all the goopy stuff, I just wouldn't want to touch it, because I'm weird with what I touch and what I don't touch. Goopy stuff, definitely on my list of stuff that I do not want to touch. Crew register, Captain Ed Carlisle, Chief Engineer Paul Fitzgerald. This is all stuff that I don't care about. He must have been hiding from something. Or he just slept in there. Nothing there. What does that say? She's not my child. Hashtag not my child. Get that trending. Oh, this guy must have had a rough night. She's inside me. She's inside everyone. I still don't know, like, in video games, that's one of my least favorite tropes of, like, people who write things on walls. Especially in things that aren't, like, I'm pretty sure that's goop. It's either goop or he, like, kind of cut it in there with, like, a knife or something. Like, I don't know who takes the time to do that. Either write it down in a note or just, like, don't say anything at all. Am I going back the way I came? No, because I didn't go through that yet. And I like this kind of stuff more than, like, as much as I like the older games, I much rather separate the stories like this Code Veronica style, where it's first you play as Ethan, then you play as Mia, instead of, here, play through Ethan's story, and then go back and play through Mia's, which is pretty much the same with different cutscenes, and maybe some of the stuff is out of sequence. LNG tanker Annabelle, built 1987, and all that nonsense I don't care about. So yeah, it's the Annabelle, it's not the Zenobia or anything like that.
Settle down, little girl. Settle.
Are you remembering?
What? What are you?
Sorry, game, but I will never be scared by ghost girls. Alright. Is there anything around here? No. Looks like I gotta go up. What a thrill. The darkness and silence through the night. I would really appreciate a save area sometime soon. Oh, but that looks all yucky though. Probably gonna get West Nile virus from all this shit. Yeah, because I'm sure West Nile virus is probably the thing on their minds the most in this game.
You said we could be a family.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean it.
What are you talking about?
You said!
Yeah, well, adults lie sometimes, little kid.
Waiting.
Oh, this is the part where there's like a bunch of there's a bunch of enemies in this area, I know that much. But I think they're in areas where maybe they can't see me right off the bat. Because I don't have anything other than that, and there's also a save area around here. That's locked. Look for a fuse. There's an enemy right there. I think he saw me. Close that, please. I don't have anything to break that with. Ooh, but soon I will, and it's really good. I think, if I'm not remembering incorrectly. Is that it? Just gonna hope he didn't see me. But then I'm just gonna run into his buddy here. Hopefully this is a save room, which it is. Goodbye. So what do we got in here? Alright, handgun, that's doable, but 2 bullets kinda sucks. All the upgrades and shit. I don't know if Mia keeps, like, health upgrades. That's something I'd like to look into, but don't care enough to look at. So I'm going to save here because in between the last video and this one, there was no, like, save prompt, so I'm going to save real quick. Okie doke. So, let's see. Did I explore everything in here already? It's now a different day. A little editing magic made it seem like, oh yeah, it's all one continuous thing. It ain't. So hopefully this molded four-legged freak over here is kind of screwed off. So here's the thing I really don't like in this part. It's the door noises. I don't know why, but it makes me sound like, or it doesn't make me sound like, it makes it sound like there's another enemy somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, there they both are. Yep. We're gonna just go back in there. Alright, I had an herb. So, like, I'm not gonna use this gun, because it's not very good. Alright. We're gonna just run to where we need to go, which is just, like, in these rooms. There's probably still going to be an enemy somewhere in here. So, yeah, this part isn't great for, like, taking care of yourself. It's too late for us, but at least I can let the world know what happened here. I was on night shift yesterday, so I was taking a nap in the bunk room around noon. I was half asleep, and I heard a kid, a little girl, laughing, or was that all in my head? I woke up at 19:30. There was some sort of ruckus in the passageway. Drew, one of the engineers, came in and said that there was something going on down below. Maybe a riot? He looked pale in the face. He told me he was going down to check it out, but he never came back. Must have been around 1950 when I heard the scream. I went to the laundry room to check, and I saw Clark being eaten by some sort of blackish monster. The monster turned and started coming towards me. Huge, shark-like teeth snapping in its jaw. I just screamed like a little girl and ran for it. Now I'm huddled up in the bunk room, shaking as I write this. There's a whole host of these creatures lurking in the passageways now. I can still hear screams now and then, but there's no way I'm getting out of there now. And that's it. I've written everything I know. Oh, Giovanni Finetti! Clearly I should have been reading the whole note like a bad Italian accent. So we still don't have a knife to cut open these boxes here. I wish there was a jump button. I wish you could just like, or maybe just Crash Bandicoot me. It can like spin into them. I don't know why that looked like a Metal Gear Solid game cover. Guns for the Avid Hunter. That was also the name of the fourth game, right? Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Avid Hunter. This looks like something that you should be able to put on. Like, oh yeah, Mia can put this on, and then, like, she has more hit points or some nonsense. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's another note. Something that I really like about this game... Oh wow, some, like, goop just fell down from the ceiling. Is that there's not, like... They have their own notes. It's not like anywhere in this game is just like the itchy tasty note. That just doesn't exist. They don't like really try and do their own itchy tasty note that's like, oh look at this, everyone's gonna remember this note. Because that would be lazy. Dear Janet, hey, how's it going? I guess half a year or so will have passed by the time you get this letter. Life is so boring here. Day after day, just the same old sea. Although there is one thing that's different. This time we have some passengers sailing with us, which hardly ever happens. It's a couple with a little girl. I think they're distant relatives of the captain. Imagine, traveling on a tanker instead of a passenger ship. They must be hard up. I tried talking to the little girl earlier, and her dad shot me this nasty look. What's he so worried about? Now that I think about it, the captain said he didn't even have any relatives. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I miss you. Love, Jim. Aw, he's probably dead. I feel like as soon as I open this door, there's just bad things are gonna happen. I don't know where that other molded is. Oh, there's one right there. So... let's take a look in here. I might like already just be going into where he is. So my game plan for this very moment is to... That door wasn't open. Yeah, this is where he just was. Where'd he go? I think there's a thing in here that I want. I gotta just... There you go. That's what I want. Now, he'll probably still be around here? No? And the four-legged molded are gone now. This is strange, man. No, We're gonna put that in there. And we're gonna leave. Close that door. So we're gonna close that door. You motherfucker. That's embarrassing. You know, someone recently said that the molded, like the big molded guys, kind of look like the Bloodshots from Resident Evil 6, and I gotta say, I really see the similarities. I think that's absolutely a thing. I don't think that means anything. Does that door not? Okay. I don't think it means anything, but they definitely look very similar. God, the Bloodshot were so annoying. Actually, they look like if the Bloodshot and the Rascalplonge, or the whatever, however you pronounce those goddamn enemies' names, if they like mated, then you'd have the molded. 3F. Okay, I figured this was gonna be like Silent Hill, where just no matter what, every single door is locked. Am I not wearing shoes? Oh no, I do have shoes. Because again, that would have been where I ended everything. Everything would have ended the minute I walk into this goop-filled area and I have no shoes on. That is a big no-no from me. Alright, so... I am safe in this area, as far as I remember.
Watch it.
What?
Hey.
Why?
You need to remember, so we can be a family.
You're a weird little girl. If I turn around, you gonna be gone? No. That would have been a cool little effect. Oh, I can't use that. Old videotape. Is there really nothing else in here? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna grab this here videotape. Oh, it's all goopy! I don't want to touch that shit. So... we're gonna pop this in, and then we're gonna make like a little transition into the next video. So, see you next time, pals.